Good morning. Welcome to the homestead. Glad you could join us for breakfast. Well, we got a lot of work to do, but before we get started, bacon and eggs on my Blackstone grill. What do you think? Breakfast is served. One of the things I do every morning, especially on the first morning we're here after not being here for a few days, is walk the property just to see what's going on out on the property. Make sure there's not something that I need to be aware of or take care of with the buildings or with the grounds. And this time of year apparently is fire ant season, so the fire ant mounds are starting to pop up. Now yes, it did rain yesterday, but it's not supposed to rain till tonight, 7-8 hours from now or so, and they keep pushing it back, so it could be even longer than that. But one of the things I need to do first thing is get the bait, the mound killer bait, and go around and find these mounds again and sprinkle them. So I'll take you along, and you can see what a baby mound looks like. And then we've got one that's pretty good size that took off right around the base of one of the fence posts that I sunk in the ground a few weeks ago. Anyway, it's pretty big, so we need to make sure we get some stuff on there and get those mounds destroyed before the fire ant population spreads and gets too wild. When we first moved onto this property, the fire ant mounds were just left to their own, and they were everywhere. And some of those things were 2 feet tall, 4 or 5 feet wide, and they were full. So rather than let that start to happen again, plus we don't want one of the animals to get in it or one of us, the fire ant bites are a lot worse than a regular red ant bite, and they swarm. So you've seen if you've been watching us for very long, you've seen the videos of those ants just swarming. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want us or one of our animals or even one of the like the little bunny rabbits and stuff that are around here to get damaged, eaten, killed, whatever by fire ants. So I'm gonna go get the stuff and we'll go see if we can find some mounds. Well, in search for fire ant mounds, this tree is surrounded. You can see this one, how big it is. This ground was level around that post with just a slight hill. It's a big mound. Boy, are they active. I don't know if you can see them, but they're everywhere. Okay, that's all the ants. That ant bait, I mentioned it earlier, but I was walking at the same time. Something's tapping me in the head.
You might want to start over.
I might want to start over. Okay, all the ant bait's down on all the mounds I could find. Funny is, it seems that the mounds appear any place that we've cut the grass or disturbed the ground, anything like that, with the exception of like the tree. Of course, we do trim around the tree, but where the grass is short is where it seems to be the mounds show up. Fascinating to me. Anyway, the way that bait works is little worker ants grab the bait and they take it down into the queen. Queen eats it, dies. The workers eat it, they die. The larvae just die. So it kills the mound in less than a day. One of the things we didn't count on when we bought property out in Texas was fire ants and fire ant control. We have spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on fire ant mound killer, and we have a couple of different kinds. Some work better than others. If it's a nice dry day and the wind's not blowing like crazy, there's this white powder stuff you sprinkle. You only need a little tiny bit, and it'll kill that mound in half an hour or so. I guess because the granules are so tiny. It kind of looks like flour, but that stuff works really well. But it doesn't work when it's wet, and it doesn't work when the wind's blowing, because you wind up wasting as much as you actually get on the hole just because the wind blows it away. It really does look like powder or baking soda or something like that. But all of this stuff is not cheap, and it's a lot of extra money and that we have to spend just to maintain the property. That doesn't count everything else that we have to do to maintain the property, but that's one of the things we did not count on when we bought property in Texas, was how much money we were going to have to spend in just pest control. Plus, we want to find stuff that's not going to hurt our animals, that kind of thing, if they go through it. So that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing all along. Now, on to some other things. We picked up these wooden crates, or I picked up these wooden crates at a steel manufacturing plant in another city. They were free, and there's some pretty rough cut lumber, but it's heavy duty stuff. It's like 1.25 inches or so, 5/4 by 6 or so, and then there's some heavy beams in there as well. Again, it was free. I need to get them off the trailer because they have more, and I want to be able to go back a couple of times and get more. We're going to use this for varying building projects around the homestead. However, you did see me unload an old dead Christmas tree. That's been sitting at my daughter's house since Christmas, and we promised to get rid of it for her, and yeah, it was on the side of the house, out of sight, out of mind. Anyway, we finally remembered, so that was the first thing off. Everything else is going to go on the other side of the trailer, so let's start unloading. Okay, well that was quite a find. That wood is pretty awesome. That last piece, I think hopefully you saw it when I tilted it up. It is completely solid wood on the bottom. Slats, but they are tight together. That'd make a floor or a deck or whatever. We're talking about building a little building. I don't know. Anyway, we'll find something to do with it. We have decks we want to build, so I'm going to go back there next week and see if I can come up with some more pieces like that. I may have to rent a trailer at some point because most of the ones they have are bigger. They're not that small. We had to kind of dig those out. But they said just come on back, so next Tuesday I'll go over there and see if I can gather up some more. Well, somewhere over here is going to be our new burn pile, so we'll start it off with that old Christmas tree. That ought to go up like easy. So if we put green stuff or something on it, it won't be that big a deal. Thank you for watching. We sure appreciate it. God bless you. Come see us anytime. We're here every day, pretty much. Anyway, don't forget to hit the like and the notification bell. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Leave us a comment. God bless you. We'll see you next time on the homestead. Bye-bye now.